DJ Eskimo City, the coolest DJ on the motherfucking planet. Wicked tones, you know what I'm saying? What's
Metro Boomin want some more, nigga.
We got Kevin Durant up next. And you know he'll come to play. I love his versatility, but that makes shutting him down next to impossible. Coach gave us a full breakdown of what to expect, and we watched plenty of film. But sometimes you just gotta throw all that out the window and settle things on the court. And I'm ready. Bring it, KD.
Oklahoma City landed the Thunder in a fine Western Conference battle here at the Chesapeake Energy Arena. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Mitch McGarry comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Roberson in for Dion Waiters. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Kufis checked in for Cousins. Caspi comes in for Quincy Ace. Brooks checked in for Ben McLemore. And it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo. On the court for Sacramento, Brooks in at shooting guard. Rudy Gay is out there with Caspi. And there's Collison, and it's Kufis in at the 5, roaming the paint. Double team on Westbrook. Shot clock at 5. To the paint, here's Adams, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage. And Kosta Koufos, an excellent rotation center. I mean, he gets after it on the inside. He'll give you some rebounds, can block some shots. He's made himself into a factor.
Collison dishes to Gay. Deep 2 from Brooks. That one off the back iron and out.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Augustine's checked in. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Sacramento. And Kufis not really a shooter, Clark. He does his damage around the rim.
Yeah, he really does. The former Buckeye is a great screen setter. He attacks the offensive glass, plays within himself, and knows his role, and he does it well.
There's the dish to Augustine. Durant up top. Can't get it to go. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And they tailored a fantastic, I thought, offensive game plan. And that went, I mean, they knew exactly how to exploit the holes in that defense.
And exploit them they did. I mean, they exposed them tremendously. They kept so much pressure on the defenders over the course of that game that the defense really never had an answer.
For Oklahoma City, their last game was a loss to the Hornets in Charlotte.
And just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
Well, Greg, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but all of those misses from the stripe clearly had an impact on that game.
Let's hit 5 from 18. No good.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mein, he doesn't miss many of them.
And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. It's the Thunder. They're up by. And a moment now to hear from Steven Adams as he reflects back on a life growing up as the youngest of... Our to imagine growing up in such a huge family, but it sounds like maybe it prepared him for life in the NBA.
Yeah, got him outside of himself and toughened him up a little bit. No question about that. Wow, 18, that's mind-boggling.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
Not much room to operate offensively. The defense has been stifling through the first.
Greg, they haven't given up a lot of easy chances at all.
Inside, you've got Ibaka and Canner. DJ Augustine out there with Dion Waiters. And it's Roberson in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Suns played really well. He picked up 10 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. This was a big win for him and his team as they snap a losing streak with that win, guys.
Thanks, Doris. He had a heck of an outing that night, GA.
Yeah, he really did, Kevin. I mean, a very professional performance. Played hard every single second he was on the court.
Guys, that's what we expect from him, and he rarely lets us down. And he certainly didn't.
1:58 left here in the second. We know Oklahoma City has the stars, the big names, the offensive flair. But, you know, Greg, this team, and you appreciate this, is a very tough defensive group.
Yeah, I think they've matured in that area. In the past, that wasn't always true. But last year, the Thunder really hung their hat on their defense. Top 10 in opponents' field goal percentage.
Here's Durant. Kufis with the block. Outside Collison. Kufis the pass to Brooks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kicks it to Casper. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Collison, no good. The Thunder leading by 14. Now here's Waiters. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Hornets in Charlotte. Outside Durant.
That's a walk.
He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Durant's got 8 points here in this quarter.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Outside Collison.
Sticking too much.
Cauley Stein kicks to Kufis. Passes to Caspi. Knocks down the step-back J. Caspi's got his second bucket of the game to go. The Thunder have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Durant with a wide open look. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And that's now 17 points for Kevin Durant. The Kings trail by 16. Outside Collison. And the pass to Cauley Stein. Here's Brooks. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
That's his first
The Kings shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
Freak taking 2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Thunder lead by 16. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing.
DeMarcus, you guys seem to have a...
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
What a performance from Durant here. He's got 17 points, and he sprayed home 3.
Brooks checked in for Ben McLemore. The Thunder leading by 16. The second half is underway, and here's who George Karl's got on the floor. Brooks, he's in at shooting guard. Quincy Acey out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Rondo in at the point. King shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. And guys, Serge Ibaka's production was just a little off last season. We're not talking, you know, big number changes. We're talking small dips in a number of categories.
Well, one category where he did really fall off, though, Kevin, was field goal percentage. A career 53% shooter, he dropped down to 47.
Stolen by Gay. And now here's Rondo, the fast break opportunity. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Shot's good.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
And getting back to Ibaka, everything changed for him the minute Kevin Durant was lost last season. I mean, defenses could focus on him, and he was the Thunder's only front court scoring threat. And as much as he's improved on offense, he still has neither the flexibility nor skill set to be a guy that can be considered a first or second option offensively.
From the baseline, Cantor's shot is off. The Kings trail by 11.
Got it. Let's get the ball
Brooks kicks to Rondo. From beyond the arc, and he trains the three. Good-looking shot there from Brooks. Brooks has got his third basket of the night right there. Oklahoma City has gotten off 4 shots from three-point range tonight and buried every one of them.
You know, talking about Ibaka, last season was good for his growth. I mean, he got a taste of what it's like to be the first or second scoring option rather than an afterthought. Now it's up to him to take that experience and convert it into improvement.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Knocked loose, stolen by Durant. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Westbrook leading the charge.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And guys, you talk about players who have that killer instinct. Russell Westbrook is right at the top of that list.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. And you think, Greg, about Westbrook's killer instincts. You were alluding to that. It's very apparent at times. Players praise, and Clark, I think, fear him for just that characteristic alone.
Well, how about this, Kevin? Kobe Bryant said Westbrook has the same love for competition that he has. Whenever other guards are pulled, Westbrook is their worst matchup.
Here's Roberson, and he dunks it down.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now. You got it. Let's get the ball
Rondo
inside.
kicks to Brooks. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. That is good. And it's 8 points here for Cousins.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Here's Westbrook, and Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Got it. Let's get the ball inside.
On the wing, Brooks. 8 points for him. Again, the miss by Brooks.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
And there's the feed to Ibaka. There's the pick. Durant dishes to Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. Puts one up from 19. No luck. Nice D from Brooks.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
At the top of the key, Cousins. Back to Rondo. He feeds it to Brooks. Again, the miss by Brooks.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, you know, he's not making any kind of impact for them at that end of the court right now.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many.
Move the ball and stick
Brooks
it to
against
Mike.
Westbrook. Durant with the steal. He dishes it to Robert. Gay against Durant. And stolen by Cousins. And it's Gay at the elbow.
How about the game for Rudy Gay? He's got 8 points and a steal. That kind of mix of assists and rebounds is what wins you basketball games.
Clark, it's a rarity when you've got a guy that can just do it as well as he does on both ends.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going. Look for Oklahoma City. Cantor checked in for Durant. Dion Waiters comes in for Andre Robertson. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Augustine. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Sacramento. Brooks comes in for Darren Collison. Westbrook the point with Waiters at the 2. Cantor is the power forward with Adams in the middle. And it's McGarry in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Westbrook passes to Cantor. They set the pick. Looking for Waiters and gets it there. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Thunder lead by 16. Cauley Stein with the screen for Brooks. Off the screen. And he can't bank that one in. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category to me, Kevin. I know their fans loved it and appreciated it.
Well, Russell, how important was getting this win?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook. How'd you feel about his performance, Kenny?
He was a beast on the boards tonight, guys. There's nobody else. I think no one in...
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.